producer of this video. I first thought something was different with me when I was in 5th grade and couldn't really figure out what it was, but somehow along the line I started begging something in the universe, please just don't let me be gay. Just don't let me be gay and everything will be alright and I'll be fine and whatever. And it wasn't until junior year of high school that I came to terms with the fact that I am gay, and it still took me about a year to come out to anyone else. So what I think is the hardest part of this experience that I went through, and that I'm sure you're going through, is the silence. Even though no one told me it was wrong to be queer, there was still something about my environment that made me feel like I couldn't be who I was. And I think that's the hardest part about this. What hurts the most is the loneliness. When I thought about what I was going to say for this message, what popped in my head first was that little children's rhyme, secrets are no fun unless they're shared with everyone. And I think that, in like a really innocent way, really embodies what a lot of my pain came from. It was that I had this part of me that was so central to who I am, but I couldn't tell anyone about it because I didn't think that anyone would accept it or anyone would want to hear what I felt or who I felt that I was. And thankfully I got to a point in my life where I could be around people who did want to hear my secret, and it didn't have to be a secret anymore. And the people that I thought didn't want to hear it actually did. And in fact, when I told them, they were like, oh yeah, we knew. And I was like, why the hell didn't you tell me?
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm one of the co-producers of this video. And I've always been an advocate for equality, but it wasn't until I came to UNH when I started to really understand the issues that members of the LGBTQ+ community face. And basically, I just want to make it known that it's not right, that nothing people say to you or say about your beliefs or your lifestyle, it's not right. Everyone deserves to be equal.
Hi, my name's Emily and I'm a co-producer for this video, and I was fortunate enough to have grown up in a household that really nourished my sense of self, and I was taught that being a kind and unique individual was something that was awesome. And my parents really fostered me to be at peace with who I was as a person ever since I was a little kid. And I grew up thinking that people who were strong and unique and individuals were beautiful and great, and I was drawn to them. And I hope that whatever you're going through right now, you can make peace with who you are, because the best advice I can give you is to just be you, because people are going to find that confidence you have just absolutely magnetic. And I know that right now that may not seem like it's true, but as your straight ally, I promise you that it will get better, because there are people like me that are going to love you for you, because you are perfect and you are strong and you are worth it. It gets better.
Alright, we're UNH track.
Keep your head up. It gets better.
It gets better.
I've heard it said that this too shall pass. Good times are bad, neither one lasts. But thinking that your luck won't ever change is like thinking it won't stop once it starts to rain. These are words that I remember when I need something to hold on to, some sliver of hope. Let them fill your soul. It does get better, and there are so many resources to reach out to. You've found one right here. It will get better.
If you need an advocate, I will be yours. It gets better.
It gets better.
This is UNH football, and it gets better.
It gets better.
So I know it may not mean anything to you right now, but really, it does get better. And those people that are trying to put you down or make you feel worthless, they don't matter, because they're the real minority. And there is so much love in this world that for you to not be in the right place right now, it sucks, but you will. And you will have the right people and feel perfect, and you will be happy. It really does get better.
It gets better.
Howdy, I'm Nick in the sociology department at UNH.
I'm Andrew. I'm also in the sociology department at UNH.
I'm Jess. I'm at the Carsey Institute and the sociology department. I'm Beth. I'm at the Carsey Institute at UNH.
We just want to say that it gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better. It gets way better.
It gets better.
We're UNH Gymnastics, and it gets better.
It gets better because we all find a way to overcome our challenges eventually.
My name is Joelle Ruby Ryan, and I am very happy to be taking part in this project because it's super important to me, both personally, politically, and professionally. Like many members of the LGBT community, I am a suicide survivor. I tried to take my own life in my early 20s, and I have to say now that I'm approaching 40, I'm so glad that I lived. Life is never easy, it's always filled with challenges, but overall it's gotten a lot better, and I've met amazing people, and best of all for me is I've been able to fight for social change. I love being an activist, and I love changing the world for the better. And whoever's watching this, I hope you know that there are so many people who are fighting to make this world a better place. So we need you here. So I hope that you'll stay around to see the changes that happen, because the world really is changing, and things are getting better for the LGBT community. And I'm really happy to be just one person who's working for that revolution.
Hi, I'm Larry, and it gets better here at UNH because there are so many people committed to an inclusive and an open and an equal and equitable community, and we're not going to stop until we bring everyone from the edge of the margins into this open circle of an inclusive community here at UNH.
It gets better because you have allies in unexpected places.
Hi, we're the UNH field hockey team. It gets better.
As a Muslim ally,
It gets better. It really does.
so I'll admit, sometimes it's really hard to see the good in life, or just in people in general, but it's always there. Just have faith that not everyone is going to try to bring you down, because there are people out there, and these are people that you haven't even met yet, that are going to make you thank God or whatever higher being exists for you, or just yourself, because you're that important and inspiring, that you pushed on through the unhappiness and the depression and the feeling of being completely alone. So just remember that you're going to change someone's life one day, and it's hard because it's not happening right now, but it's going to happen. So just remind yourself and keep remembering that it does and it will get better.
I love you. It gets better. Promise.
Hi, we're the men's soccer team, and it gets better.
I came out over 30 years ago during my first year in college. Several years later, I finally came out to my family. Looking back, I realized that as hard as it was to take that first step to come out to the people closest to me, it was even harder to keep the secret of who I was from them. For me, coming out is an ongoing process, but once you take that first step, you'll see it gets better.
Hi, we're UNH Women's Soccer, and it gets better! One of my favorite quotes that helps give me hope on a rough day is from E.E. Cummings, and I don't have it memorized, but I'm going to share it with you from my phone. To be nobody but yourself in a world that's doing its best to make you somebody else is to fight the hardest battle you are ever going to fight. Never stop fighting. It does get better.
It gets better.
We are UNH football, and it gets better.
I was afraid to come out when I was a boy. I knew I was gay from a very young age, like many of us, but fear kept me back. I didn't come out until I was 42 years old. 42. And I finally overcame the fear, came out to my parents, my family, my friends, and was embraced by everyone. It was fascinating. I became a better person, a better father, a better leader, and life got better. It does get better.
It gets better.
We're UNH Volleyball, and it gets better!
I'm Amy Culp from the Sexual Harassment and Rape Prevention Program. We're here for you, and it gets better.
Hey, we're Sharp Advocates, and it gets better!
It gets better. You have your friends and family with you all the time.
We're the men's ice hockey team, and it gets better!
It gets better.
As a straight ally, I've witnessed my roommates and my friends experience issues and insecurity because of their straight friends, and because their straight friends felt uncomfortable around them. They always thought that they were being hit on or being checked out, and I just hope that one day you can find a straight ally like me that will be your roommate and will wake up in the morning and get dressed and ask you how they look and appreciate that they like your outfit and they like that your butt looks good, because that's what my roommates do for me, and I love them.
We're men's ice hockey, and it gets better.
Hi, I'm Carol Perkins. I'm a trustee of the University System of New Hampshire, and I am also a very proud Peak-like mom, and I say it gets better and better and better.
We are UNH Swimming, and it gets better!
It gets better.
It gets better when people start speaking up and speaking out about derogatory language and its hurtful effects. There are so many different reasons as to why it gets better, and if I had enough time, believe me, I'd go through absolutely every single one of them. Because I don't, I can only pick a few. And from my personal experiences, it got better when I came here to college and realized that there were so many different support systems available for me. There are so many different people and organizations who are willing to support you and help you and appreciate you and love you for everything that you are. And being able to meet people like that was probably one of the most moving experiences of my life. I am unbelievably proud of the woman that I've become, and I think that a big part of that has to do with the fact that while here at UNH, I have really found my inner strength, and I have found just how important it is to speak up and be vocal about things that matter to me. Just to be able to look at where I was at to where I am now, it's amazing to just see the difference. And I really think that self-discovery and finding that strength within yourself is something that everybody goes through. It has made everything so much better to realize that I am not the only person out there that believes that my equality should not be compromised ever, and that other people are willing to fight for that just as hard as I am. And I do have to say, though there have been so many different times in my life where I was down and I thought I was out for the game, and I really didn't think that it was ever going to get better no matter what anybody said, I have to say that I'm really happy that I didn't listen to that part of me, because it does get better. And though there are so many moments where you feel like it doesn't, I promise that it does. So just keep on fighting, keep on staying as strong as you are, and it does get better.
It gets better.
Stay strong, I promise it will get better.
I feel like once I came out, things just got better. I felt like I didn't have to hide a part of me. I found a lot of support from friends and family that I didn't expect at first. It got better.
We're UNH Lacrosse. It gets better.
It definitely gets better.
It gets better. It does, doesn't it?
It does. It gets a lot better.
As a straight ally, you have my support. It gets better.
We are UNH Athletics, and it gets better.
It gets better.
When I was a teenager, I fell in love with my best friend, but her parents found out and we were shamed and separated. I don't think I fully understood at the time what my feelings were, but nevertheless, certainly in retrospect, I can see now what was happening. And I didn't actually come out then for a long time afterwards because of the shaming that happened in our separation. But now, I'm an advisor for a queer studies minor. It gets better.
I came out in 7th grade, and over the past 8 years, I've had quite a rough time, but I've learned to love myself. I have a wonderful life and a beautiful girlfriend. It definitely gets better.
If you're in a space right now where you're hurting because you are not being accepted for who you are, or you're questioning who you are, just listen a little closely, because there are voices that are reaching out to you and letting you know that we're here. And they're not superficial voices. They're not just saying something dismissive like, oh, it'll be okay, you'll be fine. We've been there, and we have gotten through it, and we're still getting through it, and we're moving towards a better place in our lives, and you will be moving towards a better place in your life.
Hi, I'm Robin Balducci, the women's field hockey coach, and it gets better.
And I'm Sean McDonald, the men's football coach, and it does get better.
Hi, I'm Maddie Layton, master's student in family studies, an LGBT researcher and advocate.
Hi, I'm Alex Lachlan-Lamont, undergraduate family studies student and social justice advocate.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kazura, the chair of the family studies department.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Hi, we're students promoting information about nutrition, and
it gets better.
We're the Office of Media and Public Relations in the Athletic Department, UNH.
It gets better!
I know it's confusing right now, but eventually you're going to find out exactly what you love to do, and you're going to do it, and trust me, it gets better.
You're not alone. It gets better. It gets better.
We're the UNH men's volleyball team.
It gets better!
It really does get better.
It gets better.
It gets better. Hey, we're UNH skiing. And it gets better.
If there's one piece of advice I would give to young people, it would be to never stop doing something because of what other people say. I started doing gymnastics as a toddler. By elementary school, I was already being made fun of by the other boys. Although I love gymnastics more than anything in the world, I quit to stop the teasing and have regretted that decision ever since. Today, I proudly coach a new generation of male gymnasts. It really does get better.
It gets better because I support you.
I have a brother that's gay, and I have to say that it was pretty rough growing up for him. But he's well into his adult life, and I think if he were sitting here today, he'd tell you it gets a whole lot better. So it does get better.
We're from the UNH Athletic Department, and it gets better.
It really does get better.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Baxter.
And we have an important message for you. My word. Gets. Okay.
Better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
We're the UNH Athletic Media and Public Relations Office.
It's gonna get better.
Stay strong.
I support you. I support you if you're an ally who is heterosexual or gender normative. I support you if you're transgender, gender variant, gender queer, gender fluid. I support you if you are questioning your identity and on your own journey to learn about yourself. I support you if you are celebrating who you are and the beautiful person you are becoming.
Hi, we're STAN, Students Taking Action Now, Dark Board.
STAN promises it gets better.
Hey, I'm Dan.
I'm Lindsay.
And we're part of the Residence Life team, and we really just want you to know that it does get better.
It gets better.
We are the Sisters of Delta Xi Phi Multicultural Sorority Incorporated. It gets better!
It gets better.
Hi, my name is Peg Kirkpatrick, and I'd like to let you know that as a student here, I struggled a little bit. I didn't fit neatly into any one category. But there were some community members here that were kind to me, and they gave me some advice. They said to keep your head up, keep your heart open, and keep your friends close, and it gets better. And they were right. It does. It gets better.
It gets better.
This is UNH basketball, and it gets better.
It gets better because there are resources to support us.
When I oversee a leadership camp, I oversee leadership retreats that go 6 days, and every time I'm a part of one of those communities and everybody's showing each other who they are and being accepted for that, almost like a dare to be different, or really an openness to accept people for who they are in a way of not discounting people. I think to just have a no discount policy in life is just an amazing thing. And all these communities just give me hope, and that's what it gets better means to me. It just really gives me hope that people are willing to change, and anybody can be willing to change.
It does get better.
It gets better.
We're UNH Women's Basketball, and it gets better!
Hi, we're Art and Photography Club, and we support LGBTQ, and it gets better.
It gets better because more and more people are realizing that you deserve better.
Hey everybody, I'm Tracy,
And if you're watching this, I just want you to know that I'm happy you exist because you are a beautiful person. When I first thought that I was gay, I confided in a group of my friends, and it wasn't a positive experience for me. They had some of the worst beliefs, and ranging from you can't get married to gay people never existed back then, so why do they exist now? But of course we know that we've always existed, and we always will. Despite how sad my friends made me, over time I managed to drastically change their opinions, and I opened up their mind to our world and to who we are and what we go through. I made some amazing friends who were very supportive, and I grew to love being queer. And I think everybody has this point in their life where they come to love themselves and love who they are. And it's okay to feel sad and to feel weak and to be hurt. But you are very strong. And it does get better, I promise. And we will always be here to catch you if you fall.
It gets better.
We're UNH Women Suck.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Stay strong.
It gets better because you have allies and friends and families that will be there to love and support you.
I heard a quote once, when going through hell, keep going. And I think what we need to remember is that no matter how much pain we're experiencing, no matter how lonely we are, no matter how oppressive the silence is, there will be a hand reaching out to hold on to yours and be by your side and help you muster your strength and get through this time in your life. So whether it's your friend or your family or someone you just met, someone like me, reach out because we're already reaching for you. And remember that you are strong. You might not feel it right now, but the strength in you is just waiting to come out.
Hi, I'm Mark Huddleston, and I'm the president of the University of New Hampshire, and I would like to say that unfortunately I'm old enough to know that it really does get better, and urge everyone to keep working hard to make the world a better place. Thanks very much.
Everyone deserves to be respected for who they are. I pledge to spread this message to my friends, family, and neighbors. I'll speak up against hate and intolerance whenever I see it.
I'll provide hope for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender,
and other bullied teens by letting them know that
it gets better.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
So whatever you're going through right now, I can't even imagine, and no one can imagine, but we can still be there for you, and I want to be your best friend. I do. Contact me somehow, because I'll be your friend. And I don't want you to give up, because I tell this to everyone in any situation. I'm sure people will know that I've told them this, but if it's not okay, it's not the end. And don't make it the end. You have so much left for your future. There's so much ahead of you, whether you go to college or find a career or become famous. There's so much potential, and you're worth it. And the people that are bringing you down are not worth it. And they don't understand. I understand that it will get better. I promise.
I didn't think that it would, but I can tell you now that it really absolutely does get better, and it keeps getting better. So hang in there, hold on, and you'll see.
So we just want you to know that UNH says, it gets better.